Good evening. Good evening.
Our Wahite basketball doubleheader right here on your home for Blue Devil Radio. We're going to step aside for a 3-minute timeout and be right back to the Wahite Gym. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters.
All spectators are encouraged to root for their right team and ask you to display good sportsmanship toward opponents and officials. Spectators who make harassing comments, including those of a racial or sexual nature, will be removed from the gym. We hope you will enjoy tonight's contest and support our effort to respect human dignity by promoting good citizenship and sportsmanship in high school interscholastic athletics. Now let's meet our players and coaches for tonight's game. First of the reserves for the visiting Bulldogs. Number 0, Ryan Woodard. Number 2, Alexis Ackerman. Number 3, Alexa Moreno. Number 5, Haley Mercer. Number 13, Katie Elliott. Number 14, Sydney Parker. Number 15, Henry Galpozo. Number 22, Sydney Stalker. And number 23, Lucy Teagarden. And now for the starters. 5'7" sophomore number 10, Kelly Heidemann. A 5'4" senior number 11, Drake Coleman. A 5'7" sophomore number 12, Izzy Simmons. A 5'10" sophomore number 21, Ollie Edwards. And a 5'7" sophomore number 30, Cameron Hagel. The Bulldogs coached by Jay Eco, assisted by Amanda Rodriguez.
We'll return to the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, the opening tip of tonight's contest, after we step aside for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Overfeeding can lead to the #1 nutritional disease in cats, obesity. Excessive body weight on a fat cat increases their risk of liver disease, heart disease, respiration problems, and constipation. Obese cats are at a greater risk of developing diabetes and arthritis too. If your cat is overweight, check with your local Walla Walla area veterinarian for formulated diets that have fewer calories. This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley's small animal veterinary medical needs.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of
Now the Wahai Fight Song. Presented by our good friend and former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey, Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Officials for this evening's contest out of the Blue Mountain Officials Association, Ryan Van Dyke. The referee, he'll be assisted this evening by Lewis Riley and Zach Whitmer. Miriam Hutchins to jump center for the Blue Devils. She'll be opposed in the center circle by Edwards. And we're set to begin on this Tuesday evening, and delighted to have you with us for our Wahai basketball coverage. We commence this contest at 5:53 on this Tuesday evening. Hermiston controls the tip and turns the basketball over on its first possession of the contest. Simmons with a pass on the near side for Heidemann, the ball going through her hands and out of bounds. Blue Devils with the basketball. Between the rings, it's Carly Martin, far side to Riebel. Maddie bounced it near side. Carly Martin spots up for three. Good! Right off the bat, a Bruce Reed three for Carly Martin and the Blue Devils. We're out to a quick 3-0 lead. And here's a steal in the backcourt by Riebel. Goes to the other end, lays the ball up and in with the left hand as she ripped it away from Hagel that time. And a travel in the backcourt. The Blue Devils off to an outstanding start. Hermiston turning the ball over for the third straight time. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Defensively, you can't ask for much more than that. 5-0 the Blue Devils, not quite a minute into the opening quarter. Hermiston, a 2-3 zone look on defense. Maddie Riebel barking out some instructions out front. Stops between the rings. Bounce pass on the far side for Carly Martin. The pass is picked off by Simmons. Simmons goes to the other end and lays the ball up and in. So the Blue Devils get careless, and it costs them the baskets. 5-2 the Blue Devils. Another near steal on the far side. Between the rings, Riebel. Near side to Hutchins. Up top to Maddie Riebel. In the far corner to Bergevin. Down low to Cammie Martin. Cammie has the ball knocked away and out of bounds by Simmons, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. 6:46 remaining in the first period. Blue Devils 5, Hermiston 2. Riebel loops it up top to Bergevin. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Near side Riebel. Bounce it up top to Bergevin. Far side Carly Martin. 3 on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound taken by Riebel. Up top to Cammie Martin. Or Carly Martin, I should say. Gets it on the far side for Cammie Martin. Puts up a shot from the far wing that is well too strong, and Heidemann gets the rebound. Far side to Hagel. Gets it on the near side to Simmons. Simmons is cut off, gets it in the far corner to Coleman. Shot put up and no good from the deep far corner. Rebound off to Riebel. Now it's Cammie Martin. Cammie down the far side, goes into the lane, knifes through two Bulldogs, and a foul is going to be called. Cammie fouled in the act of shooting. And that foul is called on Simmons. Izzy with her first. Team's first. The first against either side in the ball game. Cammie Martin to the stripe for 2 shots. Here is the first. It is good. 6-2 the Blue Devils with 6:12 remaining, first period on the season. Cammie Martin now 26 for 36 from the free throw line. Second free throw, that one's short. I jinxed her. She is now 26 for 37 on the season, just a shade over 70%. 6-2 the Blue Devils. Heidemann with a basketball on the wing, drives into the lane, stops after being cut off by Carly Martin, puts it up and missed it. Rebound comes off to Cammie Martin, far side Lauren Bergevin, spots up for 3, and that is an air ball. Rebound deflected in bounds by Heidemann, taken by Simmons. Outlet on the near side, it goes to Hagel. Now it's on the far side for a three-point attempt that is not good. Offensive rebound taken by Hermiston. That attempt by Simmons. Offensive rebound was claimed by Edwards. Hermiston will set in the half court. Simmons with a basketball. Might have traveled, but no whistle. Pass out front. Pushing foul is going to be called on Cammie Martin. She got a little too physical between the rings with Hagel. Cammie, who fouled out of Saturday's 66-60 overtime victory at Hanford, picks up her first foul, the Blue Devils' first of the evening. Here's Edwards on the near side to Heidemann. Against Carly Martin. She'll drive, stop at the high post. Looks, bounces it inside. Now it's on the far side for a three-point attempt that is off the mark by Coleman. The rebound comes off to the Blue Devils. Far side, it's Bergevin. Gets it in for Cammie Martin. Has her shot blocked by Edwards. And the rebound off to Heidemann. Heidemann quickly into the front court to Coleman. Coleman in transition lays the ball up and in with the left hand. 6-4 the Blue Devils, just inside of 5 minutes remaining, first period. High post, it's Hutchins with the basketball. Far side to Bergevin. Bergevin will throw up a runner. Far side, that's good! Lauren with her first 2 of the game. You might recall she was our Eric Kimball CPA player of the game last Saturday at Hanford. And now she gets a steal off an errant pass out of the backcourt and will lay the ball up and in. Blue Devils take advantage of some sloppiness on the part of the Bulldogs. An errant pass moments ago by Hagel. It's now a 10-4 ball game in favor of the Blue Devils. 4:24 and counting left first period. Here's a steal by Cammie Martin on the far side to Riebel. Far side to Cammie Martin. Martin will stop on the far side. Between the rings to Riebel. Maddie Riebel. Near corner, Carly Martin. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to Hermiston. That one taken by Simmons. Simmons, pass on the near side to Heidemann. Gets it in the near corner. Driving on the near side, being blocked and fouled. No, dribbling the ball out of bounds is Hagel. And it will be Blue Devil ball. Substitutions for Hermiston. Into the ball game is Moreno along with Elliott. And we have a timeout called by Hermiston with 4:01 remaining first period. Scoreboard showing Wahai 10, Hermiston 4, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Today's Union Bulletin offers you more.
High 10 and Hermiston 4. We're midway through the opening quarter of this Mid-Columbia Conference girls basketball game. Welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. Our scoreboard update presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkes and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. Its NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Blue Devils with the basketball out of the timeout period. Carly Martin Off to Bergevin. High post to Paige Harvey, who checked in during the timeout. Far side, here is Hutchins on the baseline. Shot in and out. Rebound comes off to Edwards. Edwards will travel with the basketball. Good pressure that time by Harvey, and Hutchins forcing the turnover. And it will be Blue Devil ball. The Blue Devils to inbound on the baseline in front court. Coach Revel calls out for play number 1. The ball is looped out to number 1, Carly Martin. Near side, Bergevin. Near corner, Revel. A three on the way by Maddie is off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken on the far corner by Hutchins. In for Paige Harvey, and her shot is blocked inside, but she is going to be fouled inside by Edwards. That's team foul number 2 on Hermiston, and the first on Edwards, and Paige Harvey will shoot 2. Paige Harvey, 3 for 6 on the season from the free throw line. First one up, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. Ackerman checks in for Hermiston, and she replaces Edwards with 3:30 remaining first period. Blue Devils 10, Hermiston 4. Another free throw coming for Paige Harvey, and this one is good. Nothing but nets for Paige Harvey, and it's an 11-4 ball game. Here's Heidemann in the near corner, a three on the way, up and good. She was left alone and buries the Bruce Reed three to make it an 11-7 ball game in favor of the Blue Devils. Here's Maddie Revel with the basketball. Bounces near side to Hutchins, now in the wing to Carly Martin. Now to Revel, bounce it inside, the ball by Hutchins and out of bounds, and it will be Hermiston ball. Simmons will inbound in the backcourt after the High turnover. Ball comes into Moreno. Moreno will pass middle of the floor. Now it's in the near corner to Heidemann. Three on the way, and that's in and out, no good. A heartbreak. Good, strong rebound by Paige Harvey. Off to Revel. Behind the back of the dribble, crosses the midcourt line, goes into the lane, loops it on the near side for Hutchins. Now in the wing for Carly Martin. The ball knocked out of bounds by Moreno, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. 21 seconds on the shot clock. The game clock shows 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first. 11-7, the Blue Devils. Bergevin, I haven't been home all day. Bounce to Revel. Maddie between the rings, double team, gets it on the near baseline to Bergevin. Shot on the way, it's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected to the far side, goes out of bounds, and it will be Blue Devil ball. Ellie at that time trying to save it on the far sideline, not successful. And the Blue Devils will inbound, not before Cammie Martin checks into the High lineup, and she'll replace Miriam Hutchins. Bergevin to inbound on the far sideline. Top of the key extended. Between the rings to Cammie Martin. She'll hand it off to Lauren Bergevin. She's picked up by Moreno. Pass on the near side for Revel. Gets it up top to Carly Martin. Near side to Bergevin. Near corner to Revel. Now gets it inside Paige Harvey. Lay-in put up. No good. Tough luck shot there. And Hermiston comes the other way in transition. Here is Simmons. Has the ball knocked away from behind. Loose ball is taken by Revel. Hermiston turns it over. Pass on the far side to Harvey. On the far wing it goes to Carly Martin. Top of the key extended Revel. She'll drive into the lane, have the ball knocked away, recovers it. Comes the pass far side to Carly Martin. Near side Bergevin. Three on the way is good! Bruce Reed three for Lauren Bergevin, and it's 14-7 the Blue Devils, and a carry near side on Moreno will give the ball back to the Blue Devils. Good defensive pressure that time by Carly Martin to force that Hermiston snafu as Hagel re-enters the Hermiston lineup, and she replaces Elliott with 1:59 remaining first period. 14-7 the Blue Devils.
And that doesn't keep the timer going.
All into Carly Martin, near side to Revel. Back up top to Martin. Carly going to be double teamed. Reverses right to left on the dribble. Near corner Revel. Three on the way is off the rim, no good. Harvey at inside position. The ball knocked away from behind by Simmons. The ball taken by Cammie Martin. And Cammie in the act of shooting, low post, is fouled. That foul is on Hagel, her first and the team's third, and Cammie Martin will shoot 2. Cammie on the season averaging 10.1 points per game. Free throw, good. Cammie got the first one and makes it a 15-7 ball game in favor of the Blue Devils with 1:43 remaining in the first period. And again, delighted to have you with us for our High basketball coverage on your exclusive home for Blue Devil Radio. Second free throw by Cammie Martin is also good. It's 16-7 the Blue Devils. Here comes Heidemann. It's in the far corner. A three-point attempt put up by Hagel, and that one is good. Blue Devils give up an uncontested three, and it's now 16-10, the Blue Devils. Walleye in possession. Pass inside by Carly Martin, deflected. Is it knocked out of bounds? It is. Knocked out of bounds by Simmons, I believe. Knocked it away from Cammie Martin. Well, they're going to rule a held ball. All right, so the Blue Devils will retain possession as they rule a held ball as one Lady Blue Devil, one Lady Bulldog knocked the basketball out of bounds according to the arbiters. And here's an inbounds pass to Cammie Martin for a nice little bank shot inside that is good for two. Nicely executed by the Blue Devils, who now lead 18-10. 1:10 and counting left in the first period. In the near corner, here's Moreno with three on the way, and that one is good. Another Bruce Reed three for Hermiston. Moreno is on the scoreboard, and Hermiston now trails the Blue Devils 18-13. High post Harvey, near corner to Carly Martin. She'll drive, get it in the far corner. Cammie Martin, a three on the way. Yes, bam! A Bruce Reed three for Cammie Martin. The Blue Devils by 8, 21-13. Hermiston back the other way quickly. Simmons driving, gets it in the near corner, wide open. Moreno for three, and that's an air ball, and will go out of bounds. Blue Devils get a break and the leather with 34 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Blue Devils 21, Hermiston 13. Here's Carly Martin. Now to Revel. Maddie crosses the midcourt line. Here corner goes to Harvey on the wing to Carly Martin. She'll drive in, she'll throw up a runner. It's good. She is fouled! Oh, what a play by Carly Martin, and she is fouled by Moreno. First personal, fourth team foul. Carly Martin, a nice soft little teardrop for two, and now a chance to complete a three-point play. The free throw is good. That's her first make of the season. She was 0 for 5 coming into the ball game. The Blue Devils up 24-13. The shot clock is off. Near side Moreno with a basketball. Up top to Simmons. The three on the way is off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Run down on the far side by Paige Harvey. Or was she on the far sideline? She was, as she and Hagel battled for the rebound that time, and it will be Hermiston ball. Edwards re-entering for Hermiston, and she replaces Ackerman with 9.5 seconds remaining in the first period. 24-13, the Blue Devils. All inbounded to Heidemann. Down to 6 seconds, down to 5. Heidemann drives near side. Shot over Carly Martin is going to be short. Rebound taken by Revel. And Revel called for a travel just as the first period ends, as she went to her back to claim that rebound. A nice job by her nonetheless. And here at the end of the first period, the scoreboard shows Walleye 24, Hermiston 13, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
I've got some good news and bad news. The bad news, if your air conditioner and furnace are over 10 years old, they've pretty much gone to the dogs. The good news, Total Comfort Solutions has a 2-for deal. Get a free furnace with air.
Quarter is presented by our good friend and former Walleye athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Welcome back to the Walleye Gym. I'm Roy Elia. A knock away by Jalen Davenport as we commence the second quarter. Loose ball off to Lauren Bergman. Far side Cammie Martin. And she knocks down a Bruce Reed three from the far wing. Cammie Martin, 11 points here in the first half. 27-13 the Blue Devils. 30 seconds and counting into the second quarter. Hermiston in possession. Simmons near corner to Moreno. Moreno cut off by Cami Martin. Back up top to Simmons. Simmons crossover dribble on Davenport. Throws up a right-hander, no good. Rebound comes off to Edwards. No, it's fumbled out of bounds by Edwards. No, they say it went off of Hutchins and out of bounds, and it will be Hermiston ball. The Blue Devils starting the second quarter with Bergman, Hutchins, Cami Martin, Davenport, and Carly Martin. Ball into Moreno. Down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Near corner Moreno, a three on the way over Hutchins. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound is going to be claimed by Carly Martin. She cut inside of Coleman that time. And from the floor, she is able to roll the ball to Miriam Hutchins. And Hutchins is fouled on the play by Edwards, who just picked up her second personal foul and Hermiston's fifth of the first half. Edwards will exit, and she'll be replaced in the Hermiston lineup by Alexis Ackerman. The Devils inbounding in the backcourt. Hermiston picks up in the backcourt. Now they drop back defensively, except Simmons, who is guarding Lauren Bergevin. Now picked up in a switch by Moreno. Far side, Carly Martin. Far corner, Cami Martin. Three on the way is no good. Rebound off to Davenport. Dribbles to the near side. Now loops it in for Hutchins. Back to the near side to Davenport. Davenport against Moreno. Near corner, Hutchins on the wing. It goes to Carly Martin. 17 seconds on the shot clock. She gets away from Coleman, drives near side. The reach and foul is going to be called on Heidemann. No, they're going to call it on Coleman. I beg your pardon. That's number 6 on Hermiston and the first on Coleman. Blue Devils to inbound on the baseline front court. Bergevin gets it in to Cami Martin. Near corner Bergevin. Three on the way. Yes, bam! Three for Lauren Bergevin. The Blue Devils up 30-13. 6:21 in counting the time remaining to be played in the second quarter. Near side Moreno with a basketball. Gets it up top to Heidemann. Long three on the way. Off the rim, no good. It skids off the front of the rim and to the near sideline by way of the bounce. And it will be Blue Devil ball as Maddie Rebel re-enters the Wahai lineup for Carly Martin. And we have a timeout call by Hermiston with 6:12 remaining in the second quarter. 30-13 Wahai, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
As time goes on, the pace of life seems...
Let's just, next time. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, because I completely forgot for a second.
I'm Roy Eli. We're 2 minutes into the second quarter of this girls' contest. Miriam Hutchins out of the timeout period has a shot blocked inside and out of bounds. It will be Blue Devil ball. Substitution for Hermiston. Hagel re-enters and she replaces Moreno. The Blue Devils up by a score of 30-13. They have commenced this second quarter with a 6-0 surge. Bergevin near side to Cami Martin. Against Heidemann, into the lane. Far side Bergevin, spots up for three, and that's off the rim, no good. Long rebound near side, going to go out of bounds, and it will be Hermiston ball. Hermiston to take over after the empty Blue Devil possession. Blue Devils up 30-13. 5:43 and counting left in the second quarter. Here's Simmons getting it into the front court. No, it's a bad pass over the head of Ackerman and out of bounds, and it will be Wahai's ball. Bergevin to inbound in the backcourt. Rebel and Cami Martin in the backcourt. And the ball inbounded to Rebel. Rebel down the far sideline. Eludes Coleman for just a moment as she crosses the midcourt stripe on the dribble. On a left-hand dribble at the moment. Puts it inside on a pick-and-roll play. Cami Martin puts the ball up, down low. It is around and off, no good. A heartbreak, and a rebound off to Simmons. Simmons into the front court near side, off to Hagel. Hagel gets it up top, wide open to Simmons. Three on the way, that's in and out, and back in again. Bruce Reed, three for Izzy Simmons, makes it a 30-16 ball game in favor of the Blue Devils. 3 minutes in to the second quarter. Bergevin on the dribble against Simmons. And she is bumped and fouled out front by Izzy Simmons. Just picked up her second foul, the team's 7th. And Lauren Bergevin will step to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Cami Martin, Lauren Bergevin at the moment, 11 and 10 points, respectively. Front end of the 1-and-1 by Bergevin is good. Blue Devils now 6 for 8 from the free throw line in the game. In just a few moments, Carly Martin will re-enter the Blue Devil lineup. Back into the 1-and-1 by Bergevin is also good. And Carly Martin replaces Lauren Bergevin, who is now the leading scorer in the game with a dozen points. 32-16 the Blue Devils. And here comes Hermiston. Simmons, pass on the far side, nearly knocked away by Riebel, but a bodying foul is going to be called on Maddie Riebel. That's her first and the team's second. And Hermiston will inbound on the far sideline in backcourt. Free throw line extended, Simmons to get it in. Loops it for Ackerman, now to Heidemann. Blue Devils pick up in the backcourt, a zone press, broken by Hermiston. Here's Ackerman in the far corner to Coleman. A three on the way by Coleman, rattles and drops. Bruce Reed three for Coleman. Blue Devils come the other way after the Hermiston make. And the Blue Devils lose the basketball. Turn it back over to Hermiston. 32-19 the Blue Devils. 4.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Heidemann in the backcourt. Pass in the front court, far side to Coleman. On the near side, look out. Here's Simmons for three, and that one is good. So that Bruce Reed three cuts it to 10, 32-22, and Maddie Riebel limping at the present time, and we have a timeout called by the Blue Devils. The clock continuing to roll. I think the clock should be stopped. The clock is still running. Even though a timeout was called, it's still running. It stopped with 3:57 to go, and I'm thinking there'll probably be, I'm guessing 4:10 or 4:12 left in this second quarter once they get it all figured out. A 30-second timeout called by the Blue Devils. And Maddie Riebel making her way to the near sideline, and she's walking ever so gingerly, being assisted over there by Paige Harvey and Bridget Boyd. She will be tended to, and hopefully she is okay. In the meantime, Hermiston making a bit of a comeback. Hermiston with 3 Bruce Reed threes here in the second quarter. They have 6 for the game. The Blue Devils have 5 Bruce Reed threes in the contest thus far. Blue Devils had 8 field goals in the first quarter compared to Hermiston's 5. Hermiston did not attempt a free throw in the first quarter. The Blue Devils went 5 for 7 in the first period from the charity stripe. The timeout period is over. And Bergevin will inbound to Cami Martin and back to Bergevin. Pass on the far side, deflected by Coleman, taken by Simmons. Blue Devils turn it over, pass in the far corner to Simmons. Simmons will drive, looks inside for Ackerman. She fumbled the ball away, thankfully, otherwise she'd have had an uncontested lay-in. And Bergevin gets the loose ball, and she is grabbed and fouled. And that one is called on Ackerman, her first and the team's 8th. And it will mean a 1-and-1 chance for Lauren Bergevin. Lauren on the season, averaging 12.6 points per contest. Lauren coming in, 17 for 24 from the free throw line. She misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Hermiston comes the other way. Near side wide open. Here's Hagel, a 3 on the way. Off the glass, off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound taken by Hermiston, taken by Ackerman. Now the ball is up top to Heidemann. Far side Simmons. Long 3 on the way by Simmons. She banked it home. Another Bruce Reed 3 for Hermiston. That's keeping the Bulldogs close. 32-25 the Blue Devils. 3.5 minutes and counting left in the second quarter. That's your American Financial Network scoreboard update. Carly Martin, free throw line to Cami Martin. Nice through to Bulldogs and lays the ball up and in. Cami Martin with the deuce. 34-25 the Blue Devils. Here's Heidemann with a basketball against Cami Martin. Hands it off to Simmons. Simmons against Carly Martin. Far side to Heidemann. Heidemann on the dribble. will drive just inside the free throw line, near side to Hagel. She'll dribble up top. Three on the way. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Just off the top of the key. And the rebound off to Miriam Hutchins, and now to Lauren Bergevin. Bergevin against Coleman, passing the far side to Carly Martin. She's picked up by Simmons. Hermiston goes to a lady defense. Bergevin with a basketball, closely guarded by Coleman, being ridden by Coleman, and she gets around Coleman, and she's going to be fouled from behind by Coleman.
Because we're a school.
Yeah, they're going to say the foul was committed in the act of shooting. That's 9 on Hermiston, 2 on Coleman. Lauren Bergevin back to the stripe.
So when I was working
A couple of charity tosses.
There was this one bot that always show up to the chat, and we'd have to like sit there and delete it.
Toes the line. Free throw up and no good. It remains 34-25, the Blue Devils. 2:39 remaining in the second quarter. The last meeting between these two teams, it was a shootout in Hermiston. Won by Hermiston 80-73. Second free throw by Bergevin good. The Blue Devils up 10, 35-25. Here's Hagel with a basketball. Near corner to Heidemann. She's picked up by Lauren Bergevin. Up top to Simmons. Simmons, spin move on Carly Martin, pulls up for a jumper. It's in and out and back in again, just inside the top of the key. Well, these two young ladies are outstanding. Heidemann and Simmons. Simmons has 11 points here in the second quarter, 13 for the game. Bergevin drives at the other end, far corner. Cami Martin puts up a three, missed it. Rebound off to Davenport, now to Hutchins, now to Cami Martin. Nice hustle play that time by Jay Lynn, saving the ball from going out of bounds. Saving it to Hutchins to keep the possession alive. And here is Cami Martin cutting down the middle of the lane, put a left-handed lane and missed it, gets her own rebound, dribbles to the far side, gets it off for Davenport. Davenport into the lane, left-handed lane no good, but she is knocked to the deck and fouled. And that foul is on Heidemann, her second, team's 10th. And Jaylyn Davenport will shoot two. Jaylyn on the season, averaging 6.7 points per game. First free throw up and no good. As Lucy Teagarden checks in for Hermiston, she replaces Ackerman with 1:43 remaining in the second quarter. 35-27, the Blue Devils. Free throw by Davenport, and that's a brick off the back iron. Rebound taken by Hutchins, and she is tied up by Coleman. Alternating possession favors the Blue Devils as Moreno checks into the Hermiston lineup, and she'll replace Coleman. Blue Devils in the second quarter, 3 for 7 from the free throw line after going 5 for 7 in the first quarter. Here is Carly Martin with the basketball, guarded by Moreno. Inside, a nice pass, Davenport. Left-handed lay-in is good over Heidemann. Jaylyn with her first two of the game, 37-27. The Blue Devils, 1:24 and counting left in the second quarter. Here's Simmons near side with the basketball between the rings to Heidemann. Heidemann against Cami Martin. She'll drive, throw it up off the backboard, no good, but a foul is going to be called. Yeah, that foul is called on Hutchins, her first, team's third, and Heidemann will shoot two. Heidemann with 3 points in the game thus far. Here's the first free throw for the 69%er, and she missed it. I beg your pardon, a 63% free throw shooter is Heidemann. One more free throw try, it is up, and this one rolls home. 37-28, the Blue Devils. 1:12 and counting left in the second quarter. Here's Cami Martin down the middle. Nobody picked her up, and she raised the ball up and in. Despite a fruitless pursuit that time by Teagarden down in the low block. 39-28, the Blue Devils. Here's Simmons driving near side. Lay-in put up and good. Foul called on Hutchins. Took the advantage of a pick that time, and Hutchins called for the foul, her second, team's fourth, and Simmons will shoot one. But first a substitution, Paige Harvey into the contest. She replaces Miriam Hutchins. Also into the Blue Devil lineup, Bridget Boyd, and she'll replace Davenport. Substitution for Hermiston, Sydney Parker in, and she replaces Hagel. Free throw coming for Simmons, who has had a remarkable second quarter. Free throw up and good. She has 14 in the quarter, 16 in the game, 39-31 the Blue Devils. Harley Martin on the near side, Paige Harvey. She'll dribble into the lane. She'll throw up a baby right-handed hook, and it's good. Strong drive by Paige, and it's 41-31 the Blue Devils. Heidemann driving near side, runs over Paige Harvey. They're going to count the basket and call Paige for a blocking foul. So Heidemann with the drive and the field goal, and the foul on Paige Harvey is her first and the team's fifth. And Heidemann an opportunity to complete a three-point play with 39 and 9/10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The free throw bangs off the back of the rim. Long rebound off on the far side taken by Harvey. Now it's off to Lauren Bergevin. Bergevin against Simmons behind the back of the dribble. Lost the basketball. Loose ball taken by Simmons. Simmons to the other end will lay the ball up and in. 41-35 the Blue Devils. The shot clock is off. Bergevin front court. She is double teamed. She is grabbed and fouled. Grabbed and fouled on the play. Grabbed as she crossed the midcourt line. Grabbed by Simmons. That is her third personal foul. Oh, that was very, very close to a travel, but the foul occurred first, according to the official, and it's double bonus time for the Blue Devils. Lauren Bergevin will shoot two. Lauren thus far in the ball game with 13 points. A couple of substitutions for Hermiston at the next dead ball with 19.2 seconds left. Make that three substitutions. Free throw by Bergevin is in and out, no good. Ackerman checks in, Hagel checks in, and Coleman checks in for Hermiston. Another free throw coming for Lauren Bergevin. Eyes the hoop, free throw in the air, and that one is good. 42-35 the Blue Devils. Here comes Heidemann into the front court. Near side to Moreno, up top to Coleman. Loops it in the near corner for Moreno. Moreno around Harvey on the baseline. Has her pass knocked away and out of bounds by Cammie Martin. And it will be Hermiston ball. 8 and 2/10 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball high 42, Hermiston 35. Bulldogs inbounding on the baseline. Coleman bounces it inside. The ball knocked away by Boyd. And then it is knocked out of bounds by Moreno. And it will be Blue Devil ball. Good hands that time by Boyd. And the Blue Devils to inbound in the backcourt. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Bergevin, a pass knocked away. And out of bounds by Hagel. The Blue Devils will retain. 4.8 seconds left in the quarter. Bergevin to inbound on the baseline once again. Does so to Cammie Martin. Down to 3 seconds, down to 2 seconds. She'll launch it from backcourt. No good. And here at the halftime, the scoreboard shows a Wahia Blue Devils 42, the Hermiston Bulldogs 35. We now invite you to stay tuned for our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report. We'll have it for you after we step aside for a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Happy New Year. Hi, this is Sheila from Walla Walla's Postal Annex, and I want to thank you for another great year. Is your resolution this year to clean out those old business papers and private documents? Let us shred those papers for you. Here at Postal Annex, we offer a safe and secure shredding service for just $99.
Hermiston unofficially with 13 field goals in the first half, 7 from first-read territory. Hermiston 2 for 4 for the free throw line, and Hermiston was whistled for 11 personal fouls. Halftime statistics once again presented by our good friend and Wahai alum Jay Babbitt at the MacArthur Company. Pasco office serves the Tri-Cities area, Yakima Valley, and Northeast Oregon. The MacArthur Company provides wholesale construction materials for residential roofing, commercial roofing, HVAC, mechanical insulation, and waterproofing products. Call 509-542-5837 for more information. Get our halftime score. Wahai Blue Devil girls 42, Hermiston Bulldogs 35. We'll have more of our land title and Walla Walla County halftime report after we step aside for a 1-minute timeout. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM at KGDC.
KHSS2.
I'm Roy Elia. Wahai Blue Devil girls leading the Hermiston Bulldogs 42-35. Our land title Walla Walla County halftime report continues with a wrestling update presented by Traeger Farms. Traeger family, along with all of Blue Devil Nation, appreciates the efforts of Wahai student athletes and coaches. Traeger family wishes all Blue Devils the very best. The Wahai boys and girls wrestling teams scheduled to conclude their regular season this Thursday. Both teams will be on the road. Both teams will be in Kennewick, and both teams will be opposing the Southbridge Suns in a Mid-Columbia Conference duel. That will do it for our wrestling update, presented by Traeger Farms. The Traeger family, along with all of Blue Devil Nation, appreciates the efforts of Wahai's student athletes and coaches. The Traeger family wishes all Blue Devils the very best. In our halftime score, Wahai 42, Hermiston 35. We'll conclude our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report after we step aside for another 1-minute timeout. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
There's no logo or...
And welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. The Wahai Blue Devil girls leading the Hermiston Bulldogs 42-35 at halftime. And we conclude our land title, a Walla Walla County halftime report, by telling you the Wahai boys swimmers are scheduled to compete this Saturday in the Mid-Columbia Conference Championships at the Eastern Washington University Aquatic Center. They'll be competing against Cheney, Chiawana, Pasco, Richland, Hanford and Hermiston. That's going to do it for our halftime report, presented by our good friend Phil Wasser at Land Title of Walla Walla County. 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. Land Title of Walla Walla County provides a full range of real estate related services, including title insurance, escrow closing settlement services, and computerized mapping. Land Title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. In our third quarter this evening, presented by our good friend and former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. It is Jersey night here at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium. Many of the Wahai students across the way dressed in various jerseys. I see the Seahawks represented. I see the Vancouver Canucks represented. The Tri-Cities Americans represented as well on this Jersey night here at Walla Walla High School. Set to begin the second half of play. Hermiston, the first possession of half number 2. Izzy Simmons on the far side with the basketball. Up top to Heidemann. Long three on the way by Heidemann, and that is an air ball and will go out of bounds. When we were giving you the Hermiston scoring during our Land Title of Walla Walla County halftime report, we neglected to mention one other Lady Bulldog in the scoring column, that being Hagel. She had 3 points in the first half. Lauren Bergman front court against Coleman. Gets it inside for Cammie Martin. Near corner goes to Maddie Riebel. Nice to see her back out on the floor after suffering an injury in the first half. Gets the ball off to Cammie Martin. Shot near side is no good. And here comes Hermiston. Simmons on the near side to Hagel. Up top to Heidemann. Heidemann will drive into the lane. Get it on the far side to Simmons. A three on the way is off the rim, no good. Rebound off to Edwards. And a tie ball. Hutchins that time tying up Edwards down in the low block. And on the alternating possession, the ball will go back to the Blue Devils. 41 seconds into the third quarter, 42-35 in favor of the Blue Devils. Lauren Bergman loops it near side to Riebel. Maddie into the lane. Far side, Carly Martin. A three on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to Hagel. Hagel bounces it in the backcourt to Heidemann. Heidemann on the dribble against Carly Martin. She'll bounce it on the far side to Hagel. Back up top to Heidemann. She'll loop it inside. The ball almost knocked away, but a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils. And that is called on Riebel, her second, team's first of half number 2. Overall, the Blue Devils with 6 fouls in the game. Hermiston with 11. The ball looped into Edwards. And she'll bank the ball up, no good. A heartbreak, and the rebound comes off to Riebel. Pass in the front court to Cammie Martin in transition. And Cammie lays the ball up and in. Cammie with 17 in the game, and it's 44-35 the Blue Devils. Heidemann with a basketball. Hands it off to Simmons. Near side to Heidemann. Pass for Simmons deflected, but Simmons takes it just off the top of the key and knocks down a Bruce Reed three. Simmons has been incredible in this game. And quickly the other way, the Blue Devils in transition. Carly Martin, a fabulous pass to Miriam Hutchins, slashing to the goal for her first 2 of the game. Here's Simmons out front, another three on the way, and that one is good. My goodness, 24 points in the game for Simmons. 46-41 the Blue Devils. The Lady Bulldogs not going away by any stretch of the imagination. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Here is Riebel bouncing a pass from the far side that eludes Carly Martin, goes out of bounds, and it will be Hermiston ball as Edwards checks out of the Hermiston lineup, and she is replaced by Teagarden. Hermiston inbounds in the backcourt. Ball off to Heidemann. Heidemann front court. Hands it off to Simmons. Simmons will drive just inside the free throw line, puts up a jumper, and she is fouled by Cammie Martin. And for Cammie Martin, that is her second foul, team second. And Izzy Simmons will shoot 2. 24 points in the game thus far. First free throw, put up a no good, and that's a bit of a shock because she is an 89% free throw shooter on the season. Second free throw, that one is good. 25 in the game for Izzy Simmons. 46-42 the Blue Devils. Maddie Riebel on the dribble, gets away from Heidemann, bounces it inside for Hutchins, fumbled it, recovered it, got it on the far side to Bergman, runner in the lane, put up a no good. Rebound deflected, once, twice, taken by Hermiston. Here is Simmons stopping far side. Jumper on the way. That one is no good. Rebound off to Rebel. Outlet in the front court for Bergevin. The ball leads her too far, and the Blue Devils turn it over. 5:23 remaining in the third. 46-42 the Blue Devils. Simmons to inbound. Gets it into Heidemann. Heidemann front court against Cammie Martin. Heidemann near side to Coleman. Back to Heidemann. Heidemann will drive. She'll run over a Blue Devil and pick up an offensive foul, and it's a good thing because Simmons was wide open in the near corner and drained a three, but there was Carly Martin to draw the charge from Heidemann. That is her third, the team's first of the second half. Nice job that time by Carly Martin to establish position, and then she was rolled over, steamrolled by Heidemann. 3 minutes into the third quarter, 46-42 the Blue Devils. Here's a pass inside to Cammie Martin. Lay put up and good. A nice pass from the high post that time by Miriam Hutchins to Cammie Martin, who has 19 in the game. A near steal in the backcourt by Rummel. Hermiston comes the other way. 5-on-4 potentially. Here is Simmons. Far side to Hagel. A three on the way, and that one is good. My goodness, Herman continues to knock down the Bruce Reed threes. Hermiston with 10 Bruce Reed threes in this game. 48-45 the Blue Devils. Near corner, here's Cammie Martin, a three on the way. That one's in and out. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by Heidemann. No, it was saved in bounds by Heidemann and then knocked out of bounds by Hutchins, and it will be Hermiston ball. Hermiston an opportunity to tie here with 4:23 remaining third period. 48-45 the Blue Devils. Simmons far side to Heidemann. Heidemann front court. Off for Simmons. Should take a long three straight away. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound off to Hutchins. Hutchins near side to Bergevin. Now to Rebel. We all held our collective breath that time. That shot just a little short on the part of Simmons. Top of the key extended. High post. Here is Hutchins. Pass inside. Knocked away and out of bounds by Hagel. And it will be Blue Devil ball. Moreno re-enters the Hermiston lineup for Coleman with 3:57 remaining third period. The American Financial Network scoreboard update. Walleye 48, Hermiston 45. Blue Devils to inbound on the baseline. Ball is looped up top to Bergevin. Bergevin driving on the far side, gets away from Moreno and puts the ball up and in. A nice little right-handed scoop shot that time by Lauren Bergevin, who has 16 in the contest. Quickly Hermiston the other way. The Blue Devils up 50-45. Heidemann on the dribble. Sit on the near side to Hagel. Back to Heidemann. Heidemann on the dribble near side to Simmons. Simmons stops on the wing. Up top to Heidemann. Back in the near corner. Here is Simmons. A three on the way, and that one is good as she got around a screen that time. Simmons with 28 points in this game. 50-48 the Blue Devils. Blue Devils led earlier in the contest, you may recall, 30-13, and now Carly Martin puts a soft shot up and in the lane with the right hand, and it's 52-48 the Blue Devils. The hits just keep on coming for both teams offensively as Simmons drives into the lane, throws up a left-hander and missed it. Rebound off to Rebel, an errant outlet pass, almost an errant outlet pass, and Cammie Martin accepts the pass, and she is bumped and fouled from behind by Heidemann, who just picked up her fourth personal foul. And a timeout call on the floor with 2:53 remaining third period. Walleye 52, Hermiston 48. A timeout called by the Blue Devils, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
Pocket iNet Community.
near sideline, backcourt. Lauren Bergevin, near side to Riebel. Free throw line extended. Riebel against Heidemann. She'll drive into the lane. Couple of spin moves. Up top to Bergevin. Bounce on the near side. Now it's Carly Martin. Carly Martin on the dribble. 15 seconds on the shot clock. She'll drive near side. Puts up a shot over Simmons. Off the rim a couple of times. No good. Simmons gets the rebound and she is fouled by Carly Martin. Carly just picked up her first foul. The team's third of the second half, and a substitution for the Blue Devils. Bridget Boyd in, and she'll replace Carly Martin. Hermiston to inbound in the backcourt. Simmons gets it into Heidemann. Picked up in the backcourt by Boyd. Now Boyd lays off, and now Cammie Martin will accept the challenge. Far side Moreno. Moreno will drive into the lane, gets it on the near side. Here's Hagel, stopping at the high post, near side to Moreno. Moreno with a basketball, far side to Heidemann. Heidemann just inside the free throw line. Shot over Cammie Martin. Barely raises iron, and the rebound off to Rebo. She'll baseball it in the front court for Bergevin. A bad pass taken by Simmons. Simmons on the far side to Heidemann. Up top now, a three on the way, put up and good by Simmons. Bruce Reed three makes it 52-51, the Blue Devils. 1:53 and counting left in the third quarter. Here's Riebel down the far side. Left-handed lay in no good, but she is fouled by Heidemann. And I believe Heidemann is just fouled out of the ball game. Well, it says 4 on the scoreboard. Okay. That's the third team foul in the half on Hermiston. Shooting 2 for the Blue Devils, Maddie Riebel. First one is up, and it is off the back of the rim, no good. Coleman and Parker in for Hermiston. Hagel to the sideline along with Heidemann. 52-51, the Blue Devils. Maddie Riebel coming into this game an 84% free throw shooter. Second free throw. That one's off the back of the rim. She missed them both. Long rebound, though, is taken near side by Cammie Martin. Nobody picked her up, so she decides to take a jumper. It bounces off the rim a couple of times, no good. Followed by Hutchins, no good, and Hermiston gets the rebound. Coleman got that one. Here's Simmons into the front court on the dribble. Far side Moreno, she's left alone. A long three on the way is going to be an air ball and go out of bounds. Hermiston squanders an opportunity to take the lead in the latter stages of this third period. Blue Devils with the basketball, leading 52-51. Maddie Riebel front court. Blows by everybody. Takes it in, and she is going to be fouled. Blocking foul, and she is fouled in the act of shooting. She is fouled by Teagarden. Lucy Teagarden with her first foul, team's fourth. Maddie Riebel back to the stripe for 2 shots. Edwards will check in for Hermiston at the next available opportunity. Free throw by Riebel. Good. Edwards checks in. Teagarden checks out for Hermiston. Another attempt for Maddie Riebel. Izzy Simmons, 31 points in this contest. Second free throw by Riebel is also good. Maddie with 4 points in the game. The Blue Devils lead by 3, 54-51. Simmons gets it in for Edwards. Edwards in the far corner. Now the ball is up top to Moreno. Gets it in the near corner to Coleman. Coleman looking to drive. It's cut off. Near side Simmons. Simmons will drive to the free throw line. Get it on the near side. Coleman is left wide open. A 3 on the way, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Blue Devils do not get the rebound. It was taken by Moreno. Now it's off to Simmons just inside the free throw line. Jumper no good. Rebound to Hutchins. Was knocked away from behind by Coleman. Coleman on the dribble. Stops the free throw line. Near side to Simmons. Simmons on the near side. Near corner to Coleman. Coleman with a basketball. Up top now to Simmons. Down to 38 seconds left in the quarter. 54-51 the Blue Devils. Moreno nearly had it knocked away. Now it's taken by Simmons. On the near side of Moreno. Moreno will drive into the lane, and she's going to be blocked and fouled, I think. No, they call an offensive foul on Moreno. Tough break there for Hermiston. Second foul on Moreno. Number 5.5 on Hermiston, and Paige Harvey will check into the Blue Devil lineup. She'll replace Hutchins. Teagarden in for Hermiston, and she will replace Edwards. Hermiston will pick up in the backcourt. With 29 seconds left in the third. Blue Devils 54, Hermiston 51. And again, delighted to have you with us for our Wahai basketball coverage. Riebel with a pass in the front court to Boyd. Boyd lost it for a moment, recovers it, throws up an air ball, and the rebound off to Simmons. Simmons into the front court. Look out. She pulls up. Gets it on the near side. Wide open look. A three on the way is up and good. We're tied at 54. That one by Parker. Another Bruce Reed three. And here's Riebel near side with 6 seconds left in the quarter. Throws up a wild shot. No good. Bergevin gets the rebound. Puts it up from the far side. And that one is good from the wing. As the third period of play comes to a conclusion. And after three, Wahai 56, Hermiston 54. And we'll be back in 1 minute. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Walla Walla Electric has been serving the Walla Walla area since 1975. Call the experts at Walla Walla Electric for all of your electrical needs. They specialize in residential electrical service. Whether it's computer and data cable wiring, fiber optic cabling, telephone and voicemail systems, home theaters, pools, hot tubs, spas, or whatever your electrical service needs, Walla Walla Electric can help you. Call Walla Walla Electric at 525-8672. That's 525-8672. Did you know that the first air conditioner was not created for cooling purposes? It was actually designed to control humidity. Air conditioners have come a long way since then, and they do so much more. The latest Carrier systems not only regulate moisture, they also keep you comfortably cool and improve indoor air quality. If you're in the market for a new air conditioner, ask the team at Grassy Refrigerator.
Athlete, former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. Set to begin the fourth and final period of play. The Wahai Blue Devil girls leading the Hermiston Bulldogs 56-54. Simmons with the basketball. She has 31 points in the game thus far, off to Edwards, and now a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils near side. Reaching in on Edwards and fouling her, Paige Harvey. She's out there with Cammie Martin, Maddie Riebel, Lauren Bergevin, and Jaylyn Davenport. Harvey with her second, team's fourth of the half. Hermiston possesses the basketball. Here is Simmons. Just a pup, only a sophomore, but she is tremendous. Moreno driving on the far side. Up top, it goes to Izzy Simmons. Simmons on the dribble, far corner, Moreno. Spots up for three. It's good. And Hermiston has taken the lead 57-56 after hitting their 14th tray of the contest. And at the other end, Jaylyn Davenport responds with a lay-in to put the Blue Devils up 58-57. Here's Simmons with the basketball. Near side, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman will drive. She'll put it up, no good. Rebound off to Harvey. Page hands it off to Riebel. Riebel with the basketball. Driving far side, throws up a left-hander, no, but she is fouled by Coleman. Coleman picks up her third and the team's sixth of half number two. Maddie Riebel, 4 points in the game. Step up to the stripe with 6:59 remaining in the fourth. 58-57, the Blue Devils. Here is the free throw by Riebel. It is off the back of the rim, no good. Teagarden enters for Hermiston for Edwards. Carly Martin in for the Blue Devils for Lauren Bergevin. Another free throw coming for Maddie Riebel. Hermiston, 14 Bruce Reed threes in this contest. Free throw by Riebel, good, rattled it home. The Blue Devils now 12 for 23 in the game from the free throw line. Blue Devils by 2, 59-57. Simmons far side against Cammie Martin, off to Moreno. Moreno to the free throw line, near side to Coleman. Coleman against Davenport. Now up top to Simmons. Simmons will drive into the lane, and she is going to be grabbed and fouled in the act of shooting. That foul is on Carly Martin, her second. And Simmons will shoot 2. Looking to add to a 31-point performance. She had 2 in the first quarter, 16 in the second, a baker's dozen in the third. First free throw is up and no good. Another free throw for Simmons, and that one is good. Yeah, the Blue Devils now lead 59-58. Revel with a basketball. Against Simmons. She'll drive by Simmons. Pass in the far corner, deflected by Coleman. Saved in bounds, no. An attempt to save it from going out of bounds by Cammie Martin goes for naught, and the Blue Devils turn it over. A minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Blue Devils 59, Hermiston 58. Moreno front court against Maddie Revel. Off to Simmons. Carly Martin nearly knocked the ball away. Simmons recovers it, gets it in the far corner to Moreno. Spots up for 3. It's going to be short. Rebound off to Revel. Revel will pass in the front court near side to Cammie Martin. Between the rings to Maddie Revel against Moreno. Behind the back with the dribble. She'll drive all the way. She'll throw it up. Wildly no good. Rebound off to Davenport. Now on the near side it goes to Revel. Pass up top through the hands of Cammie Martin. She recovers near the midcourt line. Closely guarded by Coleman. Now a pass to the top of the key is knocked away, recovered by Cammie Martin. She'll go into the lane. Left-handed lay, it is good! Cammie Martin with 21 in the game, and it's 61-58 the Blue Devils. 5:43 and counting left in the fourth. A wild shot far side by Moreno, not close. Here come the Blue Devils. Here is Revel stopping top of the key extended. Pass inside for Davenport. Left-handed shot by Davenport, no good. But her follow off the glass is good. Nicely done by Jaylyn Davenport. A half dozen in the game. 63-58 the Blue Devils. Timeout Hermiston with 5:22 remaining in the fourth. Walleye 63, Hermiston 58, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Why do you so...
I'm Roy Elia. The Walleye Blue Devil girls leading the Hermiston Bulldogs in a very entertaining contest. Walleye Blue Devil girls 63, the Hermiston Lady Bulldogs 58. The Blue Devils lead despite the fact they have surrendered 14 Bruce Reed threes in this ball game. Through 3 quarters, the Blue Devils had 20 field goals, 5 from Bruce Reed territory. Hermiston at 19 field goals through 3 quarters, 13 from Bruce Reed range. Hermiston will inbound to resume play here. Simmons to get it in. Does so to Coleman. Gives it back to Simmons. Simmons far side of Moreno. Moreno with a basketball. Now to Simmons. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Far corner Moreno against Lauren Bergevin, who re-entered for the Blue Devils during the timeout period. Pass on the near side. It is Coleman. Pulls up on the baseline. Shot off the backboard. And a rebound comes off to Lauren Bergevin. Behind the back with the dribble. He's being dogged by Coleman. Pass in the near corner. Here's a 3 on the way by Cammie Martin's no good. Offensive rebound by Davenport, and Jaylyn lays the ball up and in. 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game for Jaylyn Davenport. 65-58 the Blue Devils. 4:40 and counting left in the fourth, and a foul is going to be called on Paige Harvey. Simmons ran her over, but they say that Paige perhaps was a little too far underneath the basket. Maybe he thought she had position, but no. The foul called on Paige is her third, team 6th, and Simmons will shoot 2. The first is good. Izzy Simmons, 33 points in the game. Last Friday, you recall, Lopez of Pasco scored 32, had 24 in the first half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound off to Keygarden. Now off to Simmons. Far side, Moreno wide open for 3. That's off the rim, no good. And the rebound is going to come off to Hermiston as the Blue Devils get out hustled. Here's Moreno with the basketball. Far side to Simmons. Simmons up top to Moreno. 3 on the way, and it's not close. Rebound taken by Lauren Bergman. She's double teamed in the backcourt, needs help. Gets it off to Cammie Martin. Martin, pass near side to Harvey. Inside for Davenport. Lane put up and good! Excellent ball movement that time by the Blue Devils. Jalen Davenport scores again. 67-59. The Blue Devils were midway through the fourth quarter, and a foul going to be called. Coleman run into near side by Carly Martin. Good hustle, but a foul called, and that is the 7th in the second half on the Blue Devils as Heidemann re-enters the Hermiston lineup for Sydney Parker. American Financial Network scoreboard update. Wall High 67, Hermiston 59 with 3:58 remaining in the final period. A 1-and-1 opportunity for Coleman of Hermiston. Free throw on its way, and it's off the rim, no good, and the rebound off to Cammie Martin. Martin near side to Carly Martin. Carly front court on the dribble. Stops at the free throw line, hands it off to Harvey. Harvey drives in, has her shot blocked by Teagarden, but it's saved and bounced by Davenport. Now to Harvey. Harvey reverse lay-in, blocked by Teagarden, and the loose ball will go out of bounds, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. Blue Devils to inbound on the baseline in front court. Lauren Bergman to get it in with 3:40 left in the fourth quarter. 67-59 the Blue Devils. Now it is Cammie Martin. Cammie near side, puts it up and in! Going around a couple of black jerseyed Lady Bulldogs. Cammie Martin with 23 in the game. 69-59 the Blue Devils, 3:25 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Simmons in the far corner to Heidemann, closely guarded by Cammie Martin. Heidemann will drive into the lane, gets him on the near side to Coleman. Now inside for Teagarden. Teagarden is going to be blocked and fouled by Paige Harvey. That's the 4th on Paige, the 8th on the Blue Devils, and Teagarden will shoot 1-and-1. Probably the biggest surprise of the evening, Izzy Simmons. As terrific as she has been, an 89% free throw shooter coming in to the contest. As Teagarden sinks the front end of the 1-and-1. Izzy Simmons has attempted 7 free throws in the game. Surprisingly, has knocked down only 4, and that is a shock. Again, for a young lady shooting 89% on the season. Second free throw by Teagarden is also good. She got both ends of the 1-and-1. The Blue Devils up 8, 69-61. Approaching the 3-minute mark, time remaining fourth period. Carly Martin with the basketball, driving near side. Stops, down in the low block, puts it up with the right hand, off the glass for 2! Carly Martin with 10 points in the game. 71-61, the Blue Devils, 2:50 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Near side, here's Coleman. She'll drive into the lane, runs over Paige Harvey. No whistle. The line put up and good by Coleman. He has 7 in the game. 71-63, the Blue Devils. In the near corner, it's Cammie Martin with the basketball. She's guarded by Moreno. Loops it inside for Jalen Davenport. Davenport shot over Teagarden is good, or make that over Heidemann, I should say. Oh my goodness, Jalen Davenport, an amazing fourth quarter. She has 10 in the quarter, 12 in the game. There's a shot from the far side, put up by Moreno. It's not good. Rebound deflected, taken by Cammie Martin. Nearly has her pocket picked. Now Coleman ties her up. Ball deflected to the near side, taken by Cammie Martin, and she and Heidemann go down hard. They're going to call a held ball as both players knock the ball out of bounds. And on the alternating possession, the Blue Devils will retain possession of the basketball as they come crashing in to our courtside location here at the Wall High Gym. Good hustle on both sides. And the Blue Devils will keep possession of the ball with 2:07 left in the fourth quarter. And now a couple of Blue Devils go down near side. Harvey and Davenport go to the deck. And we have a foul called on Hermiston. A pushing foul down low. That one is called on Simmons. That is her 4th personal foul. And that is 7. There they say it's on Coleman. Okay. Coleman with her 4th. Team 7th. And Jalen Davenport will shoot 1-and-1. What a remarkable fourth quarter she has had. 12 in the game, 10 in the quarter. Free throw. In and out, no good. Rebound, deflected far side, taken by Paige Harvey. Harvey's triple team gets it up top. Bergman, a three on the way. Yes! Bruce Reed, three for Bergman. The Blue Devils up 13. Timeout, Hermiston! 1:53 remaining in the fourth. Wahai 76, Hermiston 63. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM. KGDC.
Ready.
Back at the Wahai gym, I'm at Roy Elia. The Wahai Blue Devil girls have opened up some breathing room. They lead the Hermiston Lady Bulldogs 76-63. Scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkes and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. Its NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. 1:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Blue Devils up 76-63. The ball inbounded to Heidemann, who sat down for much of this second half due to foul difficulty. Heidemann is on the dribble, still on the dribble against Cammie Martin, near side to Coleman. Back on the near wing, extended to Heidemann. Heidemann will drive down the far side, throw up a right-handed runner that's around and good. An extraordinary shot by Heidemann, her first field goal in the second half, and it's 76-65, the Blue Devils. Davenport in the back court, needs help. Gets it in the front court to Bergevin. Bergevin, far corner, Paige Harvey. Back up top to Bergevin. Down to 1:15 left in the fourth, and a knock away by Simmons, away from Carly Martin at the midcourt stripe, and it will be Blue Devil ball. The Blue Devils need to have crisper passing unless they want a black-shirted Bulldog to get into the passing lane. Here is Carly Martin with the basketball, dribbling far side. Nearly stripped, gets it off to Bergevin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bergevin. Gets it up top. Cammie Martin jumper off the rim, no good from the top of the key. That one off the back of the rim, and the rebound up to Coleman, far side to Heidemann. 55 seconds and counting left in the fourth. Moreno far corner, a three on the way, it's good. Another Bruce Reed three for Hermiston. It's 76-68, the Blue Devils. Carly Martin far side to Paige Harvey. Back to Carly Martin, gets it to Lauren Bergevin. She'll dribble across the midcourt line. She's double teamed, gets it in the near corner to Cammie Martin. And Lauren Bergevin is belted, knocked to the deck, and fouled. Oh, she hit the deck hard. An intentional foul is called on Hermiston. And that's the team's 8th. They did not indicate who the foul was on, but it's the 5th personal foul. It's the 5th personal foul on Coleman.
On the floor?
Intentional foul is ruled on Coleman as she clobbered Lauren Bergevin on the near sideline. 33 and 8/10 seconds remaining in the fourth. 76-68, the Blue Devils. Substitution for Hermiston, Parker back into the Bulldog lineup. Lauren Bergevin will shoot 2. The first off the back of the rim, no good. Blue Devils continuing to struggle at the free throw line. They are 1 for 4 in the quarter. For the game, 12 of 25. Second free throw, that one's good. And the Blue Devils will inbound right in front of us, just across the midcourt stripe. The Blue Devils up 9, 77-68. Substitution for the Blue Devils, Miriam Hutchins in, and she'll replace Paige Harvey, who certainly gave the Blue Devils some good minutes here this evening. As an added bonus, he scored 3 points in the game. Bergevin bounces it in. It's off the foot or off the leg of Simmons. And we'll try it again. Lauren Bergevin to inbound once again. Simmons guarding the inbounds pass. And she'll go to Jalen Davenport. Davenport is double teamed on the far side after terminating the dribble. And she is going to be tied up on the far side by Heidemann, and on the alternating possession, the ball goes back to Hermiston. 27.4 seconds left in the fourth. 77-68 the Blue Devils. Maddie Riebel subs in for the Blue Devils, and she replaces Jalen Davenport, who goes to the sideline with a big smile on her face, and why not? 10 points here in the fourth quarter, 12 for the game. Here's Moreno with a basketball. Near side it goes to Parker, and timeout called by Hermiston. A full timeout called by Hermiston with 21.1 seconds left in the fourth. 77-68 the Blue Devils, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to video presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC. The timeout period is over. Welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. Hermiston in possession of the basketball. The Lady Blue Devils leading 77-68, and Heidemann is going to be fouled out front by Cammie Martin. That's going to stop the clock and put Hermiston on the free throw line. Cammie picks up her third, team's 9th of the second half, and Heidemann will shoot 1 and 1. Heidemann 8 points in this contest. In the last meeting between the two teams, she had 20. Simmons had 24. Teagarden at 16. That accounted for 3/4 of their 80 points. Free throw by Heidemann's up and good. She connects on the front end of the 1 and 1 to make it a 77-69 ball game in favor of the Blue Devils. Second free throw on its way, and it's also good. She got both ends of the 1 and 1. 77-70 with 13 seconds left. Bergevin loops it far side to Carly Martin. Now to Lauren Bergevin. Bergevin crosses the midcourt line, gets away. Simmons with a crossover dribble. Far side it goes to Carly Martin. Pass inside, gets away. It doesn't matter as time runs out and this ball game is over. Our final score: Wahai 77, Hermiston 70. Now I invite you to stay tuned for our Team Watch postgame show. We'll have it for you after we step aside for a 2-minute timeout. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
McDonald's Zarian Insurance provides for all of your insurance needs, including commercial, winery, farm, crop, auto, flood, life, health, long-term.